My name is Wimberly. I've been coming to the Village Church for about a little 2.5 years now, and I didn't grow up in a believing household. Most of my life was just kind of feeling unwanted, unworthy, undeserved, just feeling alone through most of my adolescence, childhood, and even into college. I started just working at this restaurant, and I became really good friends with a girl there. She showed friendship to me like I'd never seen before in my entire life. Really wanted to be a part of my life. I didn't understand that at all, but she would consistently ask me every week if I wanted to go to church with her, and I consistently turned her down every week for about a year. Yeah, just one day, I think I just wanted to shut her up. I was just like, yeah, I'll go with you. Let's do this. Let's get it over with. And little did I know what the Lord was really starting in my heart at that moment by just going and hearing the gospel. I didn't understand it at first. There was still so much that I couldn't wrap my mind around, and I kept going and going and going for a year. So I started to go to the STEPS program just to kind of get a little bit more knowledge, try to understand who God was or is, or who Jesus was. Went through the whole STEP studies as a non-believer. Meanwhile, at the beginning of that study, I also was randomly asked by somebody in my apartment complex if I would like to come hang out, have dinner, play games, just kind of get to know my neighbors. And I mean, I didn't say this to them at the time, but I thought that was the most awkward, uncomfortable situation, and I didn't want anything to do with it. But even over the course of the night, something changed. Like, I was just like, why not? Why not go? Why not put myself out there? I feel alone. I feel so trapped and stuck in myself. So why not go hang out with some people and enjoy a meal and have fun and play games? So that next night, I went and I got to see this group of people interact and play and just enjoy something together that, again, was just so unfamiliar to me, just this new territory that I entered of just friendship and that close community that I desired. I wouldn't have admitted it then, but I really, really wanted that. While I was going through the STEP studies, I was fortunate enough to have a sponsor who I became really close with, and she just faithfully just walked with me during the season of a lot of confusion, a lot of questions. She one day just straight out asked me, "Why don't you believe?" I didn't take it well. I think I got really, really defensive, but over the course of the next, I think 4 days, God just did a really big work in my life, and by the end of the week, I woke up that morning and I knew something was different. I knew that because of God's promise fulfilled in the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ, that I got a new life. I was accepted into something much greater than myself and much greater than anyone around me. And that was huge. And I got to celebrate that day with my sponsor. And I just remember getting all these text messages from that group of people that I hung out with that Friday night of just how happy they were, and I love you, sister. And since becoming a believer, I've joined that home group. And I mean, to be honest, it's a great place to come and be transparent, to be okay with where you are, to talk about it, and always get pointed back to Jesus. Like, that's the biggest thing, is that no matter what trial that we've gone through, and there's been a lot even in the past year, that this group has walked through. It's just been really awesome to see that walked out in real life.